I am muted. Oh no. No, not again. Fucking seriously? Hi. When I... Right! When I make this into a bot, I'm cutting all of that out. Okay. Starting over. Hi. Oh, I'm gonna fucking... You know what? Whatever. We're leaving it. Hi, hello. We're in Hana Inuzuka cosplay. Earlier, I explained how when I transition into Kiba cosplay, I'll take this off, pop this beanie baby under this beanie, put the leaf headband on top of the beanie, and open my hair, and then boom, we've got Kiba. So we'll be doing that later on in the stream, so we'll get both Inuzuka siblings in, but until then, we've got Hana. We're going to be playing Slash Interrupted, which I just read the whole thing, but I'm going to do it again because I was fucking muted. Anyway, this is queer, and that's all I knew about it to go into it, but it's really cool because it's a visual novel, so you are trying to tell a horror story, but your girlfriends keep fucking interrupting you with their own ideas, which means there's 27 different ending combinations. There's so many characters you can kill. You get to pet a cat. Ideal. Oh, and you get roasted. You get roasted by your fucking girlfriends. And it's technically a twin game to Perseids, which is about a bunch of trans lesbians, if I remember correctly, which, like, fucking amazing. And I like that it's low stakes, because technically we're not actually playing in a slasher thing. We are telling a story, which is fine. Also, earlier I was complaining because this flak jacket is, like, literally the smallest size an adult, and is so big on me that I usually wear it like some sort of Hollywood star. Which does impede my movements a little bit. I get a little T-Rexy, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. The keyboard is further away than I thought it was. The pain of, like, aesthetic or functionality. Whatever, I think I can make it work. Anywho. Alright. Slash Interrupted. We're just gonna get started. We'll transition into Kiba later. Let's see how this gameplay even goes. And then, go from there. I can't believe I fucking muted myself. Of course I fucking did. Why not? Anyway. Okay, so, content warning. Alright, we are going to give it a name. Content warning. Mild drug use, swearing, description of murder. Yeah, it's a slasher. I would not be surprised. We are going to use Hana, because we are playing Hana Inuzuka. Also, let me know if this is too loud. This might be a bit loud. The music's fucking dope, though. I like this. This is good. Everything feels smothered in darkness. Just the faintest glow from the moon lighting up the edges of shapes. I'd also like to point out that this is canonically something I think Hana would do on a mission in the evening. It's just straight up scare the fuck out of her teammates. So this is really what I'm giving you is an extra episode of Naruto Shippuden or Boruto. Either way. Same, not same. Alright, let's see. Okay. Streetlights flicker and fail as you walk. The sound of your footsteps echo in silence, or echoes, whatever. This is how I actually tell stories. Your phone struggles to cling on to life as you use it to light your way, but as you reach the end of the road, the battery gives out. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust, swaying on your feet, hesitating before soldiering on. You see something out of the corner of your eye. Aww, you scared your first girlfriend. It's a monster, Ellie! It's coming to get you! Stop it! You made me jump. Rosie, this is this one, laughs and retrieves her hand after making Ellie jump. Caroline smirks briefly and then waves a hand to shush them. Quiet, girls. Hannah, continue. I want to hear what happens. This is us. This is Hana Inuzuka. 100%. That's it. That's Hana. The three of them settle down, Rosie and Ellie on a blanket and Caroline in a camp chair next to it. The campfire illuminates their faces with a flickering orange light, shadows stark and sinister otherwise. Ooh. Getting comfy. Cheerful expressions. I like that, like, sometimes ADHD, like, just move around so suddenly that I don't realize, it's not a conscious decision to move so much as like, oh, we're moving, I guess. And it, like, takes me by surprise, like I'm possessed by some sort of neurodivergent demon. Oh my god, why? Okay. You clear your throat and continue where you left off. Okay. So you see something out of the corner of your eye. Whatever it is, you can't make it out before it disappears. Squinting at the darkness, you make your way down the street to the house. The wind winds through the trees, plaintive and warning, sending a chill up your spine. When you reach the gate, the outdoor light triggers and illuminates the garden. Disappearing behind a tree, you see a kitty! What? It's not gonna be a cat. Well, what do you think it is? If it were me, it'd be like an old Halloween decoration that makes you jump. So lame. You're both lame. Clearly this is a horror story. She's gonna say a wicked blade flashes in the dark or something. It feels like the girls are trying to lead you in 3 different stories. Click a character speech bubble to continue. What are we gonna say? That's a fucking blunt. Why is that a blunt? That had nothing to do with shit. One of our girlfriend's whole personality is she's a fucking pothead. Oh my god. Alright. Fucking, let's appease this one first. A tail flicks out from the tree. Yay, kitty! Oh my god. Anyway, you carefully cross the garden to the tree and try to coax the cat back out. Geez, it's hard to say that. The flick of a tail appears again, cautious and quick, and then a small face peeks out. Yes! I heard that interview too. I was like, are you guys high right now? MGK and Megan Fox truly belong together. But like, neither of them should ever speak in public. Like, ever. But also, somehow they are wildly endearing, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I like how silly they are, but I am not 100% convinced that they're being silly. You know what I mean? And still, though. Still. You smell like weed. I am weed. What? If I had been at that party, I could have been across the room. You would have heard a record scratch. I would have turned and been like, excuse me? What? What did you say? I am weed. That's the girlfriend in the middle. That's girlfriend in the middle. That's yep. That's what's happening. Kitty. The cat is sleek and black, except for a little smudge of white on its nose. It sniffs the air before gingerly stepping forward to let you stroke it. Another gust of wind whistles through the trees, shaking the leaves, and the cat hesitates. It seems apprehensive of the house and glances at the windows as you scratch behind its ears. Then there's a noise, and it shrinks back, hissing at something over your shoulder. When you turn to look, there's nothing there, and the cat scarpers. You feel a chill run up your spine, and you stand up, alone in the garden, but for the feeling of being watched. You don't waste any time heading indoors. Hopefully it'll feel safer inside. Familiar, warm, lockable doors. With a last quick check over your shoulder, you open the front door and let yourself in. The door closes with a creak. Oh, come on, our door doesn't creak. It does in the winter. I have to put WD-40 on the hinges. Hot. You do? Just because you don't notice doesn't mean it doesn't get done. The windows stick when it gets cold out, too. Let's you chill off quickly and let you keep talking. I didn't say it was our house. It's a house. It's totally your house you're narrating, though, but you keep that quiet. Anyway, the door opens with a creak, the only sound in the darkness. You close and lock it against the outdoors, taking a deep breath of relief. That was not part of the thing. I just had to yawn. But inside, it's weirdly quiet. You call out hello, and nobody responds. You creep down the corridor and peek into the living room. The light is on low, with quiet music playing from the stereo. Over the top of the sofa, you can see the backs of 2 people's heads, unmoving. They're dead. A sense of dread washes over you as you step closer to the sofa to see... They're dead. Nah, they're super stoned. No, they fell asleep cuddling. Nah, they're fucking dead. You glance up at Caroline and decide to pivot back to proper horror. You step closer to the sofa, and every step causes a sick feeling in your stomach to rise. When you can see the figures closer, you gasp and take a step back in shock. Sprawled out on the sofa are the bodies of... You hesitate for a moment, unsure if naming actual people is too weird. Of 2 friends! Their clothes torn and bloodstained, cut up by some vicious knife. Who's 2 friends meant to be? Like, just 2 friends of yours. Does it mean Ellie? I don't want to be stabbed. Fine, it's Jake and Amy. They came over for band practice and now they're dead. Grody. Oh no, Jake and Amy are dead. Hey, I know you don't like them, but like, chill with us. I read that completely correctly. Ooh, with the sarcasm. I don't actually want them dead, but the stakes are higher if they're named, right? It's not like, oh no, generic friend is dead anymore. It's visceral. I'd be sad if they got stabbed. So your 2 friends are dead on the sofa. It's classic Jake and Amy. You turn away from the grisly scene, horrified, your stomach turning at the sight. Anywhere here, the killer could be waiting, ready to strike again. The stereo plays up on the corner. Sure, plays on the corner. Don't know where I got up from. Ignorant, this is what I get for not wearing glasses. Ignorant of the death in the room as the next dub track cues up. You go to switch it off, but a sound in the kitchen stops you and you freeze. Something waits. You stare at the kitchen door, a grim sense of foreboding rooting you to the spot. It feels... Hannah did not sleep last night. I went to sleep at 3 in the morning. It feels inevitable. That's a real horror story here. My sleep schedule. It feels inevitable that you'll have to open it. No, run away! Grab a weapon! Fuck it, open the door. Fuck it, open the door! You take a few steps to try and steel yourself. Looking around, all you can find for a weapon is an umbrella in the corner. You pick it up and weigh it in your hands. It's flimsy, but it's something. You creep closer to the door and press your ear against it for a moment to listen. Wow. If I make you guys yawn, I'm really sorry. I tend to do that. It's silent on the other side of the door, sinisterly so. One hand on the handle, you glance back at the sofa and swallow. Whatever's in the kitchen, you're facing it on your own. With one quick movement, you snap the handle down, push the door open to see... the killer! No, a surprise birthday party. Ha! Pizza's on fire. That's actually fucking hysterical. Somebody's dead in the living room and there's a fucking party. You veered the story towards Ellie's idea for the second time. Guess it's kind of weird after literally killing 2 people, but whatever. We're off the rails now. This is how I tell stories. Fuck Jake and Amy, I guess. As you open the door, there's a bang and you close your eyes in shock. You raise the umbrella and feel something light patter against it. Letting your eyes open again, a shower of confetti falls on you. Rosie yells, "Surprise! It's your birthday! Surprise! It's your birthday! It's my birthday! Yay!" People are dead out there. You hesitate for a moment, keenly aware of how shambolic this story is getting. Jake and Amy come up behind you and say, "Happy birthday! The blood was fake!" They're not dead. Caroline rolls her eyes. Happy birthday. Ellie smiles and does a little wiggle while sat in the blanket. Am I Ellie? Ooh, hi Elise. Ooh, I love you too. Have fun. I still need to catch up on Tokyo Revengers because TBH, I only watched the episode I reacted to. I had not been able to continue because I got so caught up in everything else. Ooh, I forgot to post about the episode that came out today. I'll do that after the stream. Ugh. I'm organized, I swear. I do have it already ready. I just forgot to post it. Is there a birthday cake? Yeah. There's a strawberry top birthday cake for you. And you got presents too. You look imploringly at Rosie and Kaz to help you out. Kaz! Yay, what'd you get me? Rosie holds her half-smoked joint. Here's your present, kiddo. Ellie doesn't miss a beat and takes it from her with a grin. Aw, thank you, Rosie. You're so kind. Surprise birthday. I'm so glad. It's not even my birthday for a week yet. Your shoulders sag as you reach the end of the story. In front of you, the campfire is dimmed a little whilst you narrated, and you nudge a log further in with your foot. Well, that's it. The end. Ellie claps excitedly for a few seconds, beaming at you. Ellie raises her joint in applause. Kaz raises her mug of tea in appreciation. That was, bit of a change in tone. A bit, yeah. I like that it was mostly cute. Yeah, you got a cute kitty and a birthday party. And a double murder. It wasn't a murder. It was fake blood, right? That was totally a cop-out. No, it was a surprise, so I didn't find out about the party. It was definitely a cop-out. Yeah, it definitely was. Shame you couldn't commit to the party slasher horror setup. No, that's not what it was. Don't make me worry about a slasher. That wasn't the story, right? Aw, cuddles. No, the murders were, pretend. Nobody looks really impressed. Rosie blows out a breath and laughs briefly, stepping her roach into the grass. Anyway, story time's over. Where's snacks? They're in the tent. Ooh, get me some too. This is the ideal polykill situation this here, except without the weed for me personally, but like, whatever. Rosie crawls off to fetch them, leaving Ellie to curl up in the blanket. In her camp chair, Kaz leans back and looks up at the stars. Your story seems to have, well, entertained them a bit. Maybe you could have told it a bit more consistently. But it seemed like a good idea to try and please everyone. Whew. Kaz seems to notice you staring frustratedly at the fire and whistles quietly to get your attention. Hey, Hana. It wasn't that bad. Trying to appeal to everyone is admirable, at least. Thanks. Thought that counts, right? Mixed ending. Ooh, we're doing this again. This time we're going hardcore slasher. It is Halloween, goddammit. Well, it's almost Halloween. Is it even almost? It's the 27th. It's fucking fair. Okay. Alright. Everything feels smothered in darkness. Just the faintest glow from the moon lighting up the edges of shapes. Streetlights flicker and fail as you walk, and the sound of your footsteps echoes in silence. Fuck Rosie in this one, by the way. We're just straight up scaring the fuck out of everyone. Your phone struggles to cling to life as you lose it to light your way. But as you reach the end of the road, your battery gives out. The thing about storytelling for me is if it's like, I can do narration voiceover work because I have the script in front of me and I can do like 2 takes and I can read it beforehand. This I'm seeing for the first time, more or less. And like, mild brain too fast speech impediment keeps undermining how scary it is. Oh boy. You're in for a ride. I'm not wearing glasses either, so. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust, swaying in your... Wait, actually? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to see what the fuck... thought that was maybe font size, but it's not. Oh well. The thing out of the corner of your eye? I leave these guys. It's a monster, Ellie. It's coming to get you. Stop it. You made me jump. Rosie laughs and retrieves her hand after making Ellie jump. Caroline smirks briefly and then waves a hand to shush them. Quiet, girls. Let Hannah continue. I want to hear what happens. The 3 of them settle down, Rosie and Ellie on a blanket and Caroline in a camp chair next to it. The campfire illuminates their faces with flickering orange light. Oh, shadows stark. I'm going to take a nap later, I swear. Stark and sinister on otherwise cheerful expressions. You clear your throat and continue where you left off. Okay, so you see something out of the corner of your eye. Whatever it is, you can't make it out before it disappears. Squinting at the darkness, you make your way down to the street of the house. Sure, or down the street to the house. That's also what it says. The wind whines through the trees, plaintive and warning, sending off a chill up your spine. When you reach the gate, the outdoor light triggers and illuminates the garden. Disappearing behind a tree, you see... Kitty! What is not going to be a cat? Well, what do you think it is? If it were me, it'd be like an old Halloween decoration that makes you jump. That's so lame. They're both lame. Clearly, this is a horror story. She's going to say a wicked blade flashes in the dark or something. Fuck yeah! A wicked blade flashes in the dark. Nice. The glimmer of metal sets your heart beating, and you freeze on the spot as the knife disappears out of sight. When you can bring yourself to take more steps into the garden, there's nothing to be seen behind the tree. Shapes move in the corner of your vision, and you look around frantically for whatever lurks in the shadows. You shout at the darkness, challenging whoever's there to show themselves. The only reply is the wind brushing through the trees and the faintest hint of a laugh. The laughter seems to come from different directions, and you feel small and vulnerable stood there in the garden. Clutching your dead phone to your chest, you try and make out anything in the hedges. The laughter stops, and you can't see anything but trees and bushes. The feeling of being watched and taunted sends a shiver down your spine. Fucking hate S-sounds. You didn't waste any time heading indoors. Or you don't. Whatever, that works too. Hopefully it'll feel safer inside. Familiar, warm, lockable doors. With a last quick check over your shoulder, you open the front door and let yourself in. The door closes with a creak. Oh, come on, our door doesn't creak. It does in the winter. I have to put on WD-40 on the hinges. You do? Just because you don't notice doesn't mean it doesn't get done. The windows stick when it's cold, too. Didn't say it was our house. It's a house. It totally is our house. Anyway, the door opens with a creak, the only sound in the darkness. You close and lock it against the outdoors, taking a deep breath of relief. Jesus fuck. But inside, it's weirdly quiet. You call out hello, and nobody responds. You creep down the corridor and peek into the living room. The light is on low, with quiet music playing from the stereo. Over the top of the sofa, you see the backs of two people's heads unmoving. A sense of dread washes over you as you step closer to the sofa to see they're dead. Ah, they're super stoned. No, they just fell asleep cuddling. We're gonna kill Jake and Amy again. Just see where this fucking goes. You glance up at Caroline and keep following the horror vibe you'd intended. You step closer to the sofa, and every step causes a sick feeling in your stomach to rise. When you can see the figures closer, you gasp and take a step back in shock. Sprawled out on the sofa are the bodies of two friends, their clothes torn and bloodstained, cut up by some vicious knife. Who's two friends meant to be? Like, just two friends of yours. Is it me and Ellie? I don't want to be stabbed. Fine, it's Jake and Amy. Came over for band practice and now they're dead. Grody. Oh no, Jake and Amy are dead. Hey, I know you don't like them, but chill with the sarcasm. I don't actually want them dead. The stakes are higher if they're named right. It's like, oh no, generic friend is dead. It's visceral. I'd be sad if they got stabbed. So your two named friends are dead on the sofa. Classic Jake and Amy. You turn away from the grisly scene, horrified, your stomach turning at the sight. Anywhere here, the killer could be waiting, ready to strike again. The stereo plays on the corner, ignorant of the death in the room, as the next dub track cues up. You go to switch it off, but a sound in the kitchen stops you, and you freeze. Something waits. You stare at the kitchen door, a grim sense of foreboding rooting you to the spot. It feels inevitable that you'll have to open it. No, run away! Grab a weapon! Fuck it, open the door. Great. Great choices, all of these. You take a few deep breaths to try to steel yourself. Looking around, all you can find for a weapon is an umbrella in the corner. You pick it up and weigh it in your hands. It's flimsy, but it's something. You creep closer to the door and press your ear against it for a moment to listen. It's silent on the other side of the door, sinisterly so. One hand on the handle, you glance back at the sofa and swallow. Whatever's in the kitchen, you're facing it on your own. With one quick movement, you snap the handle down and push the door open to see the killer! No, a surprise birthday party. Aha! Pizza's on fire. Fucking let's go. Alright, stick to your horror guns. Time for an appropriately slashery ending. As you open the door, you peek around it, umbrella at the ready. There, hunched over another body, a dark shape looms. Oh no. Oh yes. You only have a moment to take in the body on the floor, the blood seeping out of them. Who is it? Who's dead? Maybe it's you. Rosie clutches her hand to her chest in mock pain. No, it can't be. Avenge me, Kaz. There's so many people dying. Fucking bitch fell down. It is a horror story. The figure looks up from Rosie's bleeding corpse. Whack. It's be as fuck. It straightens up with a dark laugh. Their long blade flicks out from their coat, the muddy fabric shapeless and hooded, hiding their face. You brandish your umbrella in front of you, desperately stepping back as they swipe through the air. Go for the eyes! Run away! You jab the umbrella forward, aiming underneath their hood. They bat it away with ease and approach you one heavy step at a time. You swing your umbrella at them, trying to knock the knife out of their hand. They slash at it, and the flimsy end snaps off, half the umbrella dangling in a spidery mess. Chuck it and run! No, throw it at them and kick their feet out. You throw the broken umbrella at the attacker and try to kick their feet. They stumble and stagger towards you with an outstretched hand. Stepping backwards to avoid them, you back into the sofa and lose your balance. Your foot slips on the blood trickling onto the floor. You fall backwards and your head hits the floor with a slam. Everything goes black for a second, and then you wrench your eyes open again, just in time to see the glint of the knife. Oh, okay, we're dead. Let's stop there, please. It was just getting good. Your shoulders sag as you reach the end of the story. In front of you, the campfire has dimmed a little whilst you narrated, and you nudge a log further in with your foot. Well, that's it. The end. Ellie claps excitedly for a few seconds, beaming at you. Rosie raises her joint in applause. Kaz raises her mug of tea in appreciation. That was scary. That was great. But we died. Rosie died. Harsh, bruh. Don't bruh me. This is why you died. Why are they both me? Ha. Don't bruh me. This is why you died. Harsh, bruh, is gonna be like my final fucking words. Jesus Christ. A twig snapping noise comes from the trees nearby and Ellie jumps. What was that? It's the slasher. They're real. Don't! I won't sleep. Why am I all four of these bitches? I'm my own polycule. Jesus fuck. Rosie subtly reaches around Ellie's back and taps her on the shoulder. She shrieks and flails away, then bats Rosie's hand away with a pout. Alright, let's not be too mean. We said it at the start. Campfire stories don't have to be horror, right? They do have to be. Wait, did I read that right? No. We said at the start that campfire stories have to be horror, right? I said, what if they were cute instead? You're cute. Shush. Go give me a biscuit for being mean. Well, yep, that's me. No, that's an idea. Right? I do love that they applaud. It's really sweet. Fuck romance! Hold your own hand! Brandy 2K21. Yes! Oh boy. Yes, absolutely. That's it. That's the vibe. That's Hannah's vibe. This bitch isn't married. This bitch has no partner. This bitch is the head of a clan. I'm busy. I have a dog. I've had this Beanie Baby since I was 2, by the way. His name is Mr. Wrinkles. There was a brief stint in kindergarten where I thought he was missing and lost. But what actually happened was school ended, and I had him in my backpack because I was a very anxious child, which is definitely not carried on into adulthood. And I used to keep him in my backpack just to have him there to be less anxious. But I have a very shit memory, and also I was like 4. So I forgot he was in there and then thought he was lost forever the entire summer. So I got very lucky. And I got another one. So I have 2 of these bitches in my bed. The other one's in my bed right now. And then at the end of the summer when I needed my backpack, I opened it and was like, hi, you're right there. And then I had 2. So, but the thing is, I named the second one Mr. Wrinkles also. So now they are Mr.'s Wrinkles. And I've been calling them that for like 21 years. One of them is much dingier than the other one. But that's okay. Well, it's because one of them was in a backpack, like in a fucking toddler's backpack for like several months, so, or weeks, I don't know how long the break was, but like, they are married. I do have them as married. Since I was little, I was like, yeah, these are 2, like, boy dogs, and they're married. That's literally what I thought. Honestly, I didn't understand the concept of marriage, but I did have them in what would now be understood to be a clear platonic relationship. I've always been like this. I have been consistent my entire life. Ah, poor babies. The thing is, though, my head is not very flat at the top, so I have to be very careful, or he, like, has a tragic accident and this becomes a real horror story. Where are the biscuits? They're in the tent. Rosie crawls away from Ellie, who shrinks into a ball and hugs her legs. I'm all scared now. Sorry, Ellie. There's no slasher, really. She sniffs and smiles thinly at you. Well, I enjoyed the story. Could have used less interruptions to really build the mood, but it was fun. Could have used more jokes. This bitch has her mouth full. Don't talk with your mouth full, dear. Ugh. Rosie sticks her biscuit-coated tongue out at Cass. I say ugh like I don't do the same shit. And passes the pack to Ellie. Whatever. Hannah, you gotta throw in more jokes next time. They're like the best bit in horror. No, they're not. The horror bit is. The two of them start to bicker whilst Ellie eats biscuits quietly and watches them. It's nice to see Caroline animated about the story. Secretly, you're glad you had a chance to tell the slasher story. The campfire setting feels just right. Maybe you could have told the story a little differently, but at least you and Caroline enjoyed it. Okay. I got Caroline's ending. Here's the thing. I did a kind of cutesy ending. Well, it was kind of mixed, but still mostly cutesy. I did Caroline's ending. We're going to do one more where we do Rosie's ending, and then we're going to go back to Warehouse and play another one of the routes. And then after that, we're going to try and romance, fucking... What's the werewolf's name? Oh my god. I forgot my boyfriend's name. That would happen. That would actually fully happen. Ugh. Surprise. I've forgotten almost all my ex-boyfriend's names, if that counts. Cormac. Cormac the werewolf. Yeah. We're going to try romance him because we got the friend ending last time, and I want to get the date ending. But I also want to try the other endings too. So we're going to do Rosie's, and then we're going to switch to Warehouse. We're going to change the stream up. And we switch to Warehouse, I'll switch to Kiba. Although I gotta say, the bob is growing on me, but not enough that I would cut my fucking hair. This is kind of the hair length I had when I graduated college, and I gotta tell you, it was a fucking nightmare. Because my hair rarely stays this straight, so it just looked really messy all the time. It was super fucking annoying. Alright, let's see. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna skip a little bit. We're going to skip to the actual storytelling part. Okay, so you see something out of the corner of your eye. Whatever it is, you can't make it out before it disappears. Squinting at the darkness, you make your way down the street to the house. The wind whines through the trees, plaintive and warning, sending a chill up your spine. When you reach the gate, the outdoor light triggers and illuminates the garden. Disappearing behind a tree, you see... Kitty! Huh, what? It's not gonna be a cat. Oh, what do you think it is? If it were me, it'd be like an old Halloween decoration that makes you jump. That's so lame. You're both lame. Clearly, this is a horror story. She's gonna say a wicked blade flashes in the dark or something. A shape sways in the wind, dangling from a tree. The light catches the edge of plastic bones and wires. Yes. Facing you is the grinning face of a skeleton hung up for the long month of October. It sways back and forth gently in the wind, arms rattling quietly as the joints click. For a plastic corpse, it's unsettling at first, but then you spot something dangling from its mouth. It's a joint. Someone has taped a joint to its lower jaw. Whack! Get it! Ow. You go to reach up for it. Don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze on fucking stream. You go to reach up for it and you hear a noise behind. I will never recover from my reputation if I sneeze on stream. It's a prank! You jump as a second skeleton unseen starts cackling at you. The sound is cheap and tinny, coming from a tiny speaker, the distortion creepy and manic. It turns off after a second, but as you move your hand away from it, whatever infrared beam triggered it, but its eye sockets seem to still bore into you. I fucked that line up, whatever, we don't care. Between the two plastic skeletons, you feel unnerved. The feeling of being watched remains. You feel a chill run up your spine. The humor of the moment doesn't quite take the edge off the adrenaline. Something makes you feel like you're not alone in the garden. Oop, did not mean to do that. You don't waste any time heading indoors. Hopefully it'll feel safer inside, familiar, warm, lockable doors. With a last quick check over your shoulder, you open the front door and let yourself in. The door closes with a creak. Oh, come on, our door doesn't creak. It doesn't in the winter. I had to put WD-40 on the hinges. I do not know what that is. You do? Just because you don't notice doesn't mean it doesn't get done. The windows stick when it gets cold, too. I didn't say it was our house. It's a house. It's totally your house you're narrating, though. You just keep that quiet. Anyway, the door opens with a creak, the only sound in the darkness. You close and lock it against the outdoors, taking a deep breath of relief. But inside, it's weirdly quiet. You call out hello, and nobody responds. You creep down the corridor and peek into the living room. The light is on low, with quiet music playing in the stereo. Sure, from the stereo, that also. Over the tops of the sofa, you can see the backs of two people's heads unmoving. A sense of dread washes over you as you step closer to the sofa to see they're dead. Nah, they're just super stoned. No, it fell asleep cuddling. They got stoned. You look at Rosie and play along with her ideas again. As you get closer to check the bodies, one of them groans. You spot a bong sat on the floor next to the sofa, and you realize the two prone shapes on the sofa are Jake and Amy, too stoned to function. Hey, fucking that's the life. If they stay on the sofa anyway. Rosie sparks up her own joint and laughs. You're not still mad, Kaz. Yes, it was only 3 weeks ago. When your band friends come over and they get trashed, they can pass out in your room next time. They weren't trashed, they were just stoned is all. Jake doesn't drink. They were passed out, in my bed, naked. I don't care what it was from. So that's why we hate that. I've done that too. Oh, you're different. I'm not mad at you. Do you want to toke? You'd be less mad. Guys, the three of them look at you, and Rosie rubs her neck sheepishly. Sorry, Hannah. Jake and Amy are stoned on the sofa. Then what? You keep quiet so as to not disturb them. Jake lifts a hand slightly, only just registering your presence, and then lets it flop back down. The quiet reggae playing only makes the room feel more still, like a film paused mid-scene. You think about turning the music off, but they're probably enjoying it, even if it's not to your taste. As you hesitate, you hear another noise behind you. Oh no. Yes, slasher time. A wet sound comes from the kitchen behind the closed doors. Wet? The two on the sofa don't react, but that feeling you had outside is back. Like you're not alone, a stoned couple aside. It feels like there's something else. Something waits. You stare at the kitchen door, a grim sense of foreboding rooting you to the spot. It feels inevitable that you'll have to open it. No, run away! Grab a weapon! Fuck it, open the door. You take a few deep breaths and try and steel yourself. Looking around, all you can find for a weapon is an umbrella in the corner. You pick it up and weigh it in your hands. It's flimsy, but it's something. You creep closer to the door and press your ear against it for a moment to listen. It's silent on the other side of the door, sinisterly so. One hand on the handle, you glance back at the sofa and swallow. Whatever's in the kitchen, you're facing it on your own. With one quick movement, you snap the handle down and push the door open to see the killer. No, a surprise birthday party. No, pizza's on fire. Sick, fine. Let's be honest, it's been shaping up to be a stoner comedy by now. Might as well commit to the appropriate punchline. As you open the door, a bad smell hits your nose and you reel backwards a step. Your kitchen is filled with black smoke, spilling out in clouds from the edge of the oven door. Aw, dang. You cross the kitchen, wafting smoke from your face, pull open the oven door. Inside is a gory mess, the blackened remains of what was once a pizza, now charred to a crisp. No! F in the chat. What does that even mean? Rosie breaks down laughing, passing the joint to Ellie to hold as she cackles. Caroline rolls her eyes, but you catch a glimpse of her smiling. You cough at the pizza smoke and hunt around for gloves to take it out. With the blackened disc now sat on the counter, the kitchen feels like a crime scene. This is why we don't let Jake and Amy come over unattended. Oh, like you've never burned food. Not after smoking too much and passing out in someone else's house, no. Well, you know. Rosie shrugs and Caroline rolls her eyes. Your shoulders sag as you reach the end of the story. In front of you, the campfire is dimmed, and whilst you narrated, and you nudge a log further in with your foot. Well, that's it. That's the end. This is true horror for Caroline. Absolutely. I know. Absolutely same. I mean, I don't like pizza that much to begin with, but that's just fucking grotesque. Ellie claps excitedly for a few seconds, beaming at you. Rosie raises her joint in applause, and Kaz raises her mug of tea in appreciation. I really do love the vibes of this polycule. That was funny. It kind of felt like average real life. If you narrated real life like a horror story, maybe. Hey, I thought it was fun. It was, like, believable, in it? Relatable antics, relatable cast. Relatable for some of us, anyway. Rosie sticks her tongue out at Kaz and looks at the ground. Hey, who's got the snacks? They're in the tent. Ah, sick. Snack time. Why do I talk like fucking Rosie? Why? Why? Kaz watches her go, then rubs her hands together to warm them up. Oh my. I'm kind of sad about the pizza now. It's not that tragic. It's just a fictional pizza. I know. I just like happy endings. I'll do a happier story next time for you. Ellie beams and brings her knees up to her chest to hug. At least it made me laugh. I didn't really want to hear a scary story. It's so spooky out here. She gestures around the mostly empty campsite, the wind making only slightly less noise than the story. It is a bit creepy, huh? It's only a campsite. We're basically the only ones here. That's why it's so creepy. We're all alone. It's alright, Elsh. I'll protect you from the monsters. And talk with your mouth full, dear. Rosie rolls her eyes and lays back down on the blanket, patting Ellie on the back. Hey, Hana, I like the jokes. It's good. Thanks. Shame it didn't rub off on Cass, huh? Oh, I am not sharing a tent with you tonight. Whatever. You share with Ellie, I'll take the car with Hana. She likes funny stuff at least. Skeletons are fun. Like, her face contorts as she tries to suppress a laugh. Like, humorous. F in the chat, that was horrible. That was so bad. Oh, fucking boy. We sure said that. They're so sweet. This is so wholesome. Kaz groans and Ellie giggles, and you can't help but grin at the half-formed joke. However, the story went down with the others. Rosie appreciated the stoner comedy, at least. It's nice to see her laugh. Not that it's difficult, usually. Maybe you could have told the story differently, but it's nice seeing someone get what they wanted. I got Rosie's ending. Right? What is it with these soundtracks? They're so good. They are so good. 10 out of fucking 10. Anyway, this is super fucking cute. And I know that there's like 27 fucking endings, but I think we got like the main ones now. And I'm going to mute. I'm going to hit the BRB stream and change the feed from /interrupted to warehouse. So give me like 2 minutes to do that. And then I will, on camera, transform into Kiba Inuzuka. So this is just mostly for editing purposes also. So I will be BRB. And then, I have to change the fucking feed of the stream. I'll be right back. Okay, hi, hello. So, let us change the capture here real quick. Oh, that reminds me. I was like, of the things that I just mentioned I needed to do, what else did I need to do? And it's changed the name of the Twitch stream. I forgot to do that. That's okay. That's fair. We're doing our best, frankly. Let's, go to creator dashboard. Here we go. And we need to change the input for the feed. Edit stream. I'm just gonna change the capture real quick. Sorry for the fucking sound effects. Okay, hello. Nope. Fucking move. There we go. There we go. We remember this. Oh boy, okay. Change feed. She's loading. While she's loading, we are going to transform. Oh, never mind. She loaded really quickly. So we're going to be playing Warehouse again. Oh boy, at least we're going to fucking try to. If this thing can actually work. Thank you. Warehouse. And this time we are in Kiba, Inuzuka. Oop, gotta change the game. Alright, should be changed, should be edited. Sick. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. We're making some minor adjustments. Alright. Oh boy. There's so much hair. Ah! So, here's the deal. Akamaru, are you ready? Are you comfy? Are you good, dude? Are you winning, son? Fucking... Final ingredient. Not that you can fucking see it, but it also helps me keep the beanie a little bit tighter around the beanie baby. So that Akamaru doesn't have like a tragic fucking accident. And Kiba! Or at least the Kiba that I usually do. So hi, howdy, hello. Kiba's having a wonderful night. Kiba's cold, I'm not gonna lie. Kiba's fucking freezing. I'm really glad my hair is open now because, like, I like to distribute my hair like some sort of cloak. It's fucking cold and that vest does nothing. We have some gluten-free oatmeal cookies to help us through these difficult times. I don't know why gluten-free like cookies are so fucking tiny. Like, why is it so small? I don't understand. This is the most Kiba shit. Right? Maybe. I gotta tell you, it's really comfy. Sometimes when I cosplay Kiba, I forget that that bitch is up there, and it scares the shit out of me because I'll like bend over and it'll fall in my face, and I'll be like, ah! It's great. You can't really feel it. It's so light. But yes, this is the preferred way to wear both beanies and beanie babies. Okay. Should let Twitter know that we have changed cosplay. In case anybody decides Hana was not to their taste. But Kiba might be. Also, I think I know where I went wrong with Cormac. I think I got it this time. But first, we're going to play somebody else's route. These soundtracks are so good. Alright. We are still grumpy. We're used to this. I will have one more cookie. Once I've eaten that, I will start to narrate aloud again. But we technically have seen this already, so it's okay. Alright. Technically I bought this tank top for Bakugo's cosplay. Have not actually cosplayed Bakugo properly yet. Versions of him, sure. Actual Bakugo, no. But this top is literally my favorite fucking top. This is my favorite. Fucking combat looking shit is right up my alley. Let's move the hair a little bit out of the way. Honestly, 10 out of 10. If you have a beanie and a beanie baby, I highly recommend doing this. It's actually really nice. Alright, we're about to meet everybody. We're about to get our ass kicked by gravity. And then meet everybody at least. Who should we romance? We've got, what was it, Morag? I feel like I keep saying that name wrong. And Eseth. I'm not sure which one we should do. Just like I was saying, I think the theme for this year is a bit too vague. No, I just went through your whole list, and this was the best one. Shouldn't have used up all your creativity in the first few years, huh? What are they talking about? I love that Morag, I think, just straight up chills as a horse. Like, there was no reason to be a horse. Just wanted to be a horse. Who strikes an illegal column? Okay, snitch. Noodle's metaphor. The horse tosses its mane as it speaks, pawing at the ground in irritation as it flicks its tail towards one of the other silhouettes. It's a talking horse. No, give me the sentence, Robbie. You cannot keep this from me. Give me the sentence. I don't always speak with my mouth full, I swear to God. I think Kiba brings out the dog in me. Okay, we're doing Eseth. But I want that sentence, Robbie. It's a talking horse. Okay. Alright. Great. Now gravity's gonna rock our shit. Yep, there we go. Because of course it does. Deal with it. No. Here's my babies. Alright. They're so cute. I need everyone watching the VOD to know I am reacting directly to that. Why did you say that Kiba Orochimaru fanfic? And not a Kiba Orochimaru fanfic? Why is there a definitive article in front of that? Do I have to Google something? Fucking doing it. You saying you don't actually read fanfic? Sounds sus to me, Robbie. I'm not sure I believe you. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's 3 fanfics on AO3 that are Orochimaru and Kiba. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to myself. I'm sorry to my eyeballs. Sorry. One of them is ABO. Only one of them is ABO. Frankly, that's alarming. I mean, not alarming, surprising. Surprising is the English word. This is the worst information. You know what else is interesting? Is there are 2 works in AO3 that are tagged Kiba Inuzuka / Orochimaru / Uchiha Sasuke. 2! And they are not by the same author. That is the worst information. What? Why? My neck hurts. Oh my god. Oh god, the worst thing is one of them is straight up. The characters from Naruto get together to read this author's fan fiction. And that is the pairing. And then a totally different, completely unrelated one just straight up wrote Kiba x Sasuke x Orochimaru porn. Well, we're gonna wipe that from our memories. Goodbye. That was a lot. To make everybody feel a little bit better, I have successfully gotten many of my friends to stop saying Orochimaru and start saying what I call Orochimaru, which is what I call him. And it is catching the fuck on. And I have actually cosplayed Orochimaru. Not Orochimaru, but I have cosplayed a pastel, like candy version of Orochimaru. Where like instead of being like dark green and purple and stuff, I did the eye makeup in like pastel pink and purple. And yeah, it was everything was pastel pinks, and it was basically Orochimaru, but if like I don't know, Rainbow Bright had thrown up on him or something. And that was back when I had just dyed my hair black the first time, so about a year ago. And I still had I had no layers. I just had straight, like, I had long hair, so I could just straighten it all out. And then I looked like Orochimaru. And is that like a cosplay I'm like particularly proud of? Yes, actually. Yeah, I have no regrets. But yes, we're gonna think just about Orochimaru and pretend this did not happen. I am haunted by this knowledge. It's very upsetting. It disturbs both me and my homeboys, and we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. That was pretty fucking. That's pretty fucking bad. Not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking awful. Jesus. The fact that for Sasuke, Kiba, and Orochimaru, there's 2 fanfics with that particular 3-way pairing from 2 people that seem to have nothing to do with each other. That is the most upsetting part. That they don't know each other. It's not an inside joke. I don't know why this is my term for inside joke. I meant to do this, but my hands were still together, so. It's Kiba. Kiba's coming out. You know how I took cosplay photos? The last time I like proper cosplayed Kiba, I cosplayed Kiba doing this. Those were like the official cosplay like photo shoot photos that I took were Kiba. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Kiba would unironically, all the time, everywhere he goes. The fact that that boy is not getting punched 24/7 is truly beyond me. I love Kiba very much, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. I fucking adore Kiba. I've cosplayed Kiba more. Kiba is the second most cosplayed character I've done from the Naruto universe. The first being Sakura, who I've cosplayed, I think, 6 different times in 6 different variations or something. I don't even remember anymore. Anyway, we're getting off track. Ignoring the others, the taller one in the center with the ears. Hi, hello, Cormac. Hello, Cormac, my beloved. We're going to do Eseth first, and then we're going to do Cormac. Ooh, I just realized how fitting it is for us to do Cormac second, or for us to do Cormac at all, since I am Kiba. And Inuzuka would totally date a werewolf. We kind of are werewolves. Shapeshifters. Technically, we're both shapeshifters, because he's not really a werewolf. I know I said just one more cookie, but let me have this. That was unintelligible, but you know what? We're going to stand by it. Oh, what is my... Okay. Kiba. I'm going to find Kiba today. Kind of what's happening here anyway. My name's Kiba. She, her pronouns. Thanks. So you're not human. Good start. No shit. Yeah, we're definitely courting you. I fucking love you. Did you miss the part where I was a talking horse just then? Or, yeah, what the fuck's up with that? Okay, everybody sounds super calm. But we are gonna speed run through this a little bit. Morag, yeah, that is the name that I thought. Alright. There's much more like chat around the water cooler than the horrific supernatural murder scene I was expecting. This character reacting to shit is basically how I think Kiba would react to a lot of shit anyway. I'd be rude, but like, Cormac, are you a werewolf or what? Like, I'll get to the one with the snakes in a minute. But yep, we are now officially doing Kiba x Orochimaru. And it's all Robbie's fault. I have nothing to do with this. I am simply the vessel. I just work here. Read down people way less often than the myths say, I swear. Gee, thanks, that's comforting. Alright, let's see. Apart from, you know, not attacking me on sight, which is kind of what I've been expecting since taking him around the corner. I do love that he looks almost offended. Oh, Hex Door is like a parody of Next Door. I don't really use apps, so it took me a minute. I did not catch that the first time around. I can't believe I didn't understand that his band name, Like and Subscribe, was a pun on like and subscribe. This is super cute. Like, they are super fucking cute. Your apology is not accepted, Robbie. You must now deal with the consequences. Personally, I'm having a gay old time, and I think this is the best possible route this stream could have possibly taken. I love it here. Why is the music such a bop? I like it. I like the music. Yep. We're all here now. Alright. Alright, let's see. So we are going to choose to work with Eseth now that they are basically saying that this situation is going to be dealt with by having me work for them. In case anybody didn't see the first, I did already play the stream on the Halloween streams where we tried Cormac's route, but we got the friendship ending. So after this, try with Eseth, we are going to be trying to romance the fuck out of the werewolf. So you will get to still see that even if you missed it the first time around. Which is also why I'm like speeding through a little bit of the beginning, because we already did this. I feel like I've been putting a lot of faith in somebody